Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Queen of TV channel. Now, some quick things first before we get into our intro. Please watch the video to the very end. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe. There will be cursing and profab. If that's not your cup of tea, this channel is not for you. Lastly, I will be giving my honest opinion about the episode and the show as a whole. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Welcome, everyone. I'm your host, the Queen herself. And you are the Prince and Princesses. You're either a subscriber or a viewer. Either way, welcome. Today we are talking about H2O Season 3, Episode 9, Kidnapped. This episode had a lot going on, so hopefully I can remember everything word from word without have to break it up in plots because it's just one whole plot going through. So we start the episode at the cafe with Bella and Nate as Bella is singing a song. It's a practice that they're doing. Cleo shows up to inform Ricky that they'll be camping out at her house for the full moon tonight, and that her dad and sister are leaving to go stay at her aunt's in the house for one night. So they'll have the place to themselves, and that they leave at 5 o'clock. She lets Bella knows, and Bella finds out that the group always does this every full moon, and she has to reschedule with Nate. They're able to easily convince this pitiful man by blinking their eyelashes at him, and he agrees because he could never say no to two beautiful women. So he ends up saying, "Okay, we can reschedule." Lewis is on Mako Island setting up a camera, wanting to capture the entire footage of how the tentacle is created during the full moon. Bella ends up going to the marine park where Cleo is to inform Cleo that she told her parents they'll be having a sleepover at her house and they've agreed to let her go. They both notice that Ronnie's acting very weird and they end up running into Will. Will informs them that all animals and sea creatures act up during the full moon. They go crazy every time. He and Bella have a talk, and Will is still not able to get over the whole events that happened on Mako. Obviously, he is still traumatized by what happened. Bella tells him he needs to let this go and get over it, and she tries to convince him to move on, but he just won't. Ricky is filling out some paperwork and stuff at work, and Zane suggests to her that they spend time together, but they can't because of the full moon. So she has to decline. He is bummed out about this, and we do see him be very puzzled and out of space about everything as he's becoming quite suspicious as to why on earth the girls would have to spend time together on the full moon. Zane even almost lets it slip to Sophie about it when he notices that Sophie has not clocked out for her shift. She obviously is trying to show that she cares a lot about the cafe and the business, trying to seem, you know, working within the business to show him she means business to impress Zane. So Zane tells her to leave, it's over, her shift is over, and to go home before he told her the secret. So the girls end up at Cleo's house, and Dom and Kim are getting ready to leave. He's trying to tell Kim to come on, let's go. He wished Cleo could come, but Cleo and them made up an excuse that they had a revision to do, and if they don't do it, they'll never catch up. Kim comes down with a big old suitcase full of clothes. Her dad says, "Absolutely not. You must be crazy." She tells him, in the most disrespectful way possible, either I'm taking this stuff or I'm not going. He's not finna argue with her. He decides just let her be and take her with him. Once they leave, the girls drop the act and they just sit out and chill and wait for the full moon to pass. As for Will, he is so freaked out about what happened at Mako, he starts acting like Zane from season 1. He ends up having flashes and dreams about the stuff. Images and pictures that obviously are freaking him out. He's even get to the point where he is drawing the shit. Look, I felt bad for Zane when he was going through this damn PTSD trauma for what happened, and I felt it was quite assholey that everybody else was making fun of him. But also, I felt that he was being really stupid for just constantly telling everybody that just not going to believe him and made him think he was just make him crazy. And I also understood why they had to do it because obviously they could not tell him the secret. That's ridiculous. Will is the same way. Will is going through something traumatic, and everybody around him is telling him that he's crazy. His sister literally snaps him out of it, and when he talks about it, she tells him that they've been over this and he needs to let this go and focus on his training and being the best free diver he can be possible. But Will is not willing to let it go. Back at Cleo's house, the girls decide to plug up all of the faucets and pipes to make sure no water can get through. Lewis shows up to inform them about his camera setup, and though Cleo is not amused, Bella thinks it's cool, and you know what? Lewis is always here to help. So they sit out and they wait for the full moon to come. This is when Will shows up wanting to talk to Bella, and Bella said there'll be a few minutes. Will brings up the tentacle and the full moon that night when him and Bella first met, and they start to get into an argument. Well, everyone else is worried, wondering if Bella has came back yet, but it's too late because the moon starts to rise. They literally start noticing that pipes are starting to shake and make noise, and then the refrigerator begins to move, and the damn tentacle has not been created yet. So it seems that the island controls the entirety of all bodies of water. They are obviously freaked the freak out, and Bella and Will are still arguing, and Will walks off. And Bella does not realize until she turns around too late that the tentacle is behind her and it takes her. When Will comes back after he heard Bella call after him, he notices that she is gone. He also notices that she's left her phone, she's left her bag, and he wants some answers to his questions. They try to reassure him that Bella will be fine, and Lewis decides to go distract Will. Cleo and Ricky go to Island where they find out what the tentacle is doing to Bella. When the tentacle gets Bella to the island, it starts to begin to turn her into water. This is when Cleo and Ricky do show up later on, and they try to help her. Cleo using her powers to make sure that it doesn't completely turn to water until the moon passes. Well, when they get to Will's house, Will decides he's going back to Mako Island because he's going to cut out his flashlight out of the rock itself. Lewis goes with him to make sure nothing happens and to make sure he doesn't see the girls as mermaids. The moon does finally pass over and Bella is back to normal. Cleo and Ricky obviously pick her out of the water, realize she's unconscious. When she finally comes to, Bella wants to get back into the water and go back with the tentacle. Apparently, she is very weirdly calm and says that she wasn't in danger, but she was safe. To a very confused Ricky and Cleo, because from what they saw, it seemed like it was doing something to her, but she's saying it wasn't harming her whatsoever. Now, Will and Lewis do show up, and by then the girl's already gone. Will is able to locate the flashlight in the legit rock that somehow everybody missed. Like, it's literally right there. It's exposed enough where you clearly can see there's an object inside of the wall. It's not even covered up. It's like right there in the front. Like, you can't miss it. So Will ends up cutting it out and taking it back home. He showed it to his sister, who is very confused as to what on earth could have happened to his flashlight. The next day, he takes it to the cafe where Ricky, Bella, Cleo, and Lewis are and shows it to them, proclaiming that this is proof that something did happen that night on the full moon and that he is not crazy. Look, okay. Now I said it I've said it. I can't remember how many times I said it, but Zane didn't have any proof, right? But Zane had proof because Zane did see a mermaid tail. He just didn't know it was a mermaid. And then he saw a mermaid. The thing is, he saw it, but no one else saw it. Right? But then there was proof because Dr. Denham had proof and she had research on the proof. Then she got new proof, and then they had cameras and they really got some proof. But there was some proof there. It was just proof that they didn't have to show. Will, on the other hand, is nothing like Zane from season 1. He has proof. He said that the waterfall sucked his flashlight inside of it. And that damn thing ends up inside. The literal rock that he said it got sucked into. There is no way you can say he's crazy. If he said that happened and you got literal proof that it did happen, how can you deny this? Because this is impossible, right? Bella tells him he really should let this go, and he says he's not. And he's going to get to the bottom of it. Okay, so let's get in the review and let me finish what I was saying. He has actual proof that he is not fucking crazy. There is no way they can unexplain this. There's no way they can lie about this. There is no way they can cover this up. This man has proof. He has absolute proof that he experienced this. No one in the room can say he's crazy. Nobody. Because he said his flashlight got sucked up in the thing, and it did. And there it is, smack down into your faces. There is no undeniable proof that this happened. So no, he's not crazy. He's already showed it to Sophie, who he told the story about, so she's going to think he's not crazy. So at this point, you can't convince him because he has actual proof. Something that Zane did not have at first. This man got literal proof. Evidence that this happened to him. He may not got proof of what that seeing the tentacle, but he got proof that something sucked that damn flashlight into that rock and it stuck. It was stuck in there. And there is no humanly way possible that could have actually happened. Because scientifically, it don't make sense. So it's got to be something magical or spiritual going on here. So if you took that to a literal science, they would tell you this is impossible. They would tell you it was absolutely impossible for this to happen. So Will is not letting this go. And the gaslighting him is sure as hell not going to fucking work. So they going to have to figure out something else. They truly going to have to figure out something else. Because Will is going to find out what happened. He doesn't give a damn about them. They're not what's in danger. Will just wants to know what that damn water tentacle thing was. That is all. That is easily fucking explained. You can literally just tell him. You don't have to tell him everything, but you can just tell him that you saw it too. But the only time something happens is during the full moon, so he will be fine. But he can't tell nobody about it, right? So I gotta think, how's the way should we go about this so the secret don't get exposed and Mako can be safe without gaslighting him and without hurting themselves? That's simple as fuck. All they have to do is just tell him the damn secret. But no, like I said, to do it the way that they don't get exposed. There's no way. Just tell him the damn secret. I mean, at this fucking point, you have a literal mermaid that can clot the shit out of his blood. If push come to shove and you got to do something to him to keep his mouth shut, then damn it, you got to do it. Just show him. Just show him. Sit down and tell him everything you have experienced. Just tell him. What do y'all have to lose? What? a bunch of people going to an exhibit and them actually seeing the island. Every damn full moon that thing comes out, that thing will attack those people. No one would be that stupid to go out there. And on top of that, you've been allowing him to tell this story multiple times to help y'all figure shit out that y'all want to know about the island. Now all of a sudden y'all want him to get over it? Are we forgetting that literally 3 episodes ago we asked this man to tell us what happened? Just so we can figure out how to create the water. His literal story helps you. Utilize this damn man. Like, seriously. Just tell him. Help him figure it out. Help him get over it. Make up a lie. Fool him. Do something. Scare him from going out there. I don't care what you do. Do something that is to convince him. We really did not have much this episode. This episode was literally about Will discovering some truths. And on top of that, us discovering some truths about the tentacle. The thing is not trying to hurt them. Hell, I've been saying that since the damn beginning. And no, that has nothing to do with me already watching this. I already knew when I had first watched season 3 that the tentacle was not the villain. I already knew that. Like when I first watched it, that this was not what they thought it was. Because like I said, okay, I've seen season 1, I've seen season 2. They thought Dr. Denham was harmless. She wasn't. They thought Zane wasn't going to find nothing out. Shit, he was. He did. They really thought that Charlotte wasn't that dangerous and they didn't have to worry about her and that Cleo was being dramatic. Yeah, she was. So when they sitting here apparently not taking like Sophie serious or nothing like that, I was like, yeah, she's gonna be the villain. But like once they start assuming the tentacle the villain, I'm like, well, this thing must not be the villain because it don't make sense for them to not accept something as a villain. For them to say something is the villain, then that means it's the total opposite. Just like it was with Zane, just like it was with Dr. Harrison, Dr. Denham, Charlotte, and like it's going to be with Sophie. This damn tentacle is not going to hurt nobody. This thing is completely harmless. And they're assuming it's evil. So it must not be evil. And I'll just be damned, we figured it out. It took 8 episodes, but they figured it out fast. Bella revealed it with no hesitation. She felt safe there. Which is kind of ironic because Cleo said that Mako used to be their safe place. It was their place. So if she's telling you that it's still safe, that means that whatever you think is going on is not going on. You know what I can't understand is when they found this out, they still waited. We still got to wait. 11, not 11. We got to wait. How many episodes? I'm trying to think. It's not 11 episodes. It was episode 22 when they figured out it wasn't dangerous. So I don't know, about 11 or 12 episodes. No, 13. So 13 episodes before they accept the fact it's not dangerous. But then they say in there that Ricky was right, it wasn't dangerous. No, Bella had already said it wasn't dangerous in this episode. And they just made her forget. But at least now we know it's not dangerous. Will done got him some proof. And everybody's gobsmacked. They can't really talk him out of this now. That's a done deal. Like the moment that Zane saw a physical mermaid, there was no way of talking him out of it. I said that to myself. That's a done deal. It is game over at this point. Shit. When I saw that Lewis went ahead and took Charlotte on that damn Mako Island trip, I knew, yeah, they're gonna be a couple. It's over. Ain't no point of fighting this. Then when she found that damn picture of Grace, I was like, yep, she's gonna find a secret. And hell, I'll be damned. The moment she met Max, I was like, yep, there it is. She's gonna be a damn mermaid. Like, you just know at this point. You just know. Because when I first saw this and Sophie looked at Zane, I was like, yeah, Sophie's going after Zane. Yeah, I wonder how this gonna play out. And I swear I hated it. I was so mad at him. But now we got this. The moment that Will kept talking about it, I knew it wasn't. I knew they wasn't gonna do like they did in season 1. Cause Zane saw it in episode 13, and before he got physical proof that it was a damn mermaid, it wasn't into episode 21. It wasn't until episode 21. It took these damn people 8 episodes to reveal that this man had proof. And I be damned. Yet again, it took them 8 damn episodes to get this man proof. It's over. Like, they just might as well tell him at this damn stage. Cause, like, what else can you do? But that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you have a blessed day. I hope you have a wonderful day. If no one's told you today, I'm telling you, I love you. Now, let me just say something real quick. I thought I was getting sick, so I did take me an ibuprofen after I got off work, and that ibuprofen is starting to kick my ass. So if I look like I'm getting droopy, that's because it is starting to kick my ass and I'm starting to fall asleep. But I will see you guys in the next video. So until then, bye guys.